Hello, everybody. I hope you can hear me. There we are. Okay. So, welcome to today's live meditation. It's good to see you. Hello. Yes. So, before we start, I just want to set an intent for all of us. Whether you're watching that live or afterwards, makes no difference. And try to adjust the lighting a little bit, which is also symbolic. We adjust the lighting, what we look on in life, what we focus on, what's important to us in life. So, where do we shine our light? Where do we look? And today's meditation is about staying at peace in times of uncertainty. And of course, we always have uncertainty. It's just the awareness of it has increased. And what happens is we tend to go into a fight or flight situation where we get worried, and the primal mind or the reptilian mind is designed to look for problems. I'm wondering if I'm using this or not, or if it's the computer audio that's being used. Can you hear me? Okay, type in if you can't hear me. If everything's fine, you don't need to type, but it is important that I feel that you can hear me. Just in case. So make sure, let me know. I know you communicate well with me because we're always chatting, but if you can't hear me, just let me know. I see that coming up. So remember that it's natural that when we have uncertainty, that we will look for resolution, we will see problems more, and it's okay. We're going to breathe into that because it's a natural biology and mindset that when there's a problem, that we try to discover if we're safe or not, and also what it means and what we want to do about it. So first of all, let's not fight against the design and the healthiness of our mind. And let's now focus on the creative, quiet part, which is really beyond this world. And it's really beyond the concepts that we have, and the concepts of scarcity, the concepts of separation, the concepts that in order to make it, there's going to be trauma. In order to make it through any dynamic, that we need to constrict and become tight. These are unconscious programs, and they may serve us at some point if we have a physical encounter, but they're not necessary for our emotional situations or life situations as such. So the intention today is that we recognize that there's always peace within us, no matter what goes on around, that there's always this part inside us that we can draw on, that is incredibly wise, that is incredibly beyond the idea of arguments, beyond the idea of scarcity, beyond the idea of self-limitation, and that we can tap into that. And the more we tap into it and meditate, the more we will actually anchor into it, and we will override the pattern program of going into fear and going into comparison and going into fight or flight. We will override that old pattern and go into that other state, which is soft awareness, knowing the abundance is around, that creativity is around, that solutions are around, and we have the capacity to feel the inner intelligence and transformation ability to up level through any challenge, through any invitation, which requires an acceleration of perhaps our vibrational field or of our consciousness. And everything is energy, right? We know this. Everything is a way of looking at things. We know that 10 people in this room could look at this situation completely differently. Now, which one is correct? Nobody can tell you that. You only can decide that. So super, super important to realize that amongst the infinite potential, that you can choose your reality. And even though you are learning about this plane of consciousness, you can choose what you want from it, pick it out like from a smorgasbord, and enhance that as you have integrated the rest, as you're being authentic and still not running away from anything, but integrating it. So let today's meditation help us to anchor this more deeply. And I have just then had the inspiration to do daily meditations just then, and offering that on a small membership system, which that small meditation daily might just be $2, $5, nothing more than that, to support me and also to give you the option to put energetically into this movement and into your commitment to meditating every day and maybe connecting with me every day. So now that we are all more at home and we have this time, I may do one every day at 12 o'clock. And I don't know why the light just became like that, but every day at 12, for example, and these ones will be free, but the additional ones will be a little membership on Patreon. So I'm just letting you know I'm here to support every day. And as I support you by making a date and making that meditation more regular, I'm also supporting myself, because that will become my total integration with that 12 o'clock time. And this creates a butterfly effect with everything. So it's a win-win-win situation, and there will always be free ones. And if you want to be part of something and you can't afford it, all you have to do is let me know and I will give you access anyway, because that's the way I would be and am. So as you're sitting in your chair or on the floor, let me just move this down a little bit. That's it. That's it. So as you're sitting in the chair or on the floor, let yourself find your symmetry. So you connect as you close your eyes to the right sitting bones and the left, finding that balance, leaning forward a bit, leaning back a bit. Lengthen your spine and consciously choose that as you inhale, let your belly expand, your rib cage opening, breathing up into the collarbones, and just feel that length to your comfort. And then slowly exhaling again, really slowly lengthen the spine, bring the belly back towards the spine. We're going to go into a beautiful place of connecting to our inherent peace, sanity, clarity, and a beautiful space which lets you realize that you are safe, that you can relax, that you are much more vast than you can imagine. And we're beginning to embrace that as the world is shifting globally through all the things that are going on, which are so obvious around the globe now. So let your hands be receptive as a symbol of your openness, and also as a symbol of there's nothing you need to struggle and strive or grab. It's a softness, letting the wrists rest on your lap, and then rolling the shoulders back. So if you need to do a few shoulder shrugs, let's do them. Inhale up, exhale down, just doing 3 to symbolize and to also connect to that part of your body to give you the freedom to meditate as you relax the shoulders. It's super important because the mind and the body are connected. So let's roll the shoulders back a few times and let's roll them forward a few times. And even just this commitment now is already you anchoring and choosing your inner dimension of peace. If you are feeling any stress, allow yourself to notice whether it's permanent, coming or going, and what's happening in the body. That will naturally give you clarity. And as you choose to override it, not override it as in deny it or push it aside, but overarch the feeling of peace through breath, to infuse it, to alchemize it, Then what we do is we inhale, belly expanding. Make this as slow as you can. We're going to be all different. Chest opening, breathing up into the collarbones, suspending this breath softly. Exhaling through the nose from your collarbones down the chest, slowly bringing the belly back towards the spine. Keep the breath out, and all of this ideally is through the nose. Inhaling, let the belly expand really smoothly. This can take practice. Let your rib cage widen. Feel the breath rising up into the collarbones if it's comfortable for you. If it's not comfortable, then ease that off. And exhale from your collarbones down the chest, bringing the belly back towards the spine, keeping the breath out, letting your spine be tall. Now keep going as you inhale. Let's be slow. This is the key to everything. You will notice this the more you practice. Inhale, suspend the breath. Exhale, lengthen the spine slightly. Let the belly move back towards the spine. Inhaling softly. Now check that your jaw is relaxed. There's space between your back teeth. The tongue is lightly pressed to the roof of your mouth. Exhaling, nice and slow. Let's observe the gap between the exhale and the inhale. Slowly draw the breath in gently through the nose. Suspend your breath. Notice this pause button, this suspension. Stillness. Exhaling very slowly, softly, consciously, gradually, until the belly moves back towards the spine. That's right. Inhale. Hold. The body is soft, shoulders are soft, arms are relaxed, fingers are soft, and slowly exhale again. That's right. Keep that breath slow. Keep the gaps as long as you can between your inhale and exhale. Breathing in. Suspending the breath. And breathing out. So allow yourself to include any sounds around you or any sounds that might appear from my neighborhood. Allow yourself to notice, but go deeper. Go deeper into that space of observing the breath and slowing it down. This is the platform for meditation. And to really stay focused on that. This is actually what will make all the difference for you. Because when you learn to focus on your breathing, you're going to anchor into your real self and into your calm and wise self, no matter what goes on around you. And you're going to make choices that come from a higher plane of consciousness. True inspiration comes from there. So it's like you're choosing the channel of your consciousness. Is it in, oh my God, I need to rush, or oh God, I feel scared, or oh no, there is, creepy things going on, which is true. So then you observe that. You observe the revelations in the news. You observe the fear mongering if you are exposed to it. If you are not, that's great. You observe that you are making choices amongst, the many options. And then amongst this awareness, you are observing the breath. So you are superseding that. You are aware that, for example, I might be aware the light is shining in my face. I might be aware that I want to have a little drink in a moment, that my body is signaling to have a drink. I might be aware someone is in the kitchen getting a cup of tea. I might be aware of the temperature across my body and anything else that might be happening. I'm aware of the scent. I've got lavender and geranium oil around me. I might notice the flickering of the candle if my eyes are open, or perhaps the scent of the candle. And you can do this. You are aware of the breath. You're letting that breath move up and down really softly. And this is where you have control. Because guess what? We are not used to controlling the breath unless we're into this work. And now that we're starting to be aware and we're changing the way we breathe, we're actually also changing the way we think, because the breath and the thoughts are intertwined. So lengthening and slowing down the breath will help you to have a healthy immune system, will balance your nervous system, and will offer you all the health benefits of vitality. Not just that, but clarity. We cannot have clarity when we're having breath that is fast or agitated. Agitated, fast, erratic, shallow breathing is linked with certain chemicals that are released, which will link to certain ways of thinking and a certain biology. There is no separation amongst that. So therefore, the key is the breath. And that was my specialty in my yoga teaching. That's what I gave my talks on. And that's what I've been practicing myself, that and fasting and conscious eating, basically being the observer. And from that place onwards, I feel satisfied more or less. There's always improvements, but that I have made conscious decisions to my highest capacity, which in a sense we are always all doing, because not everybody knows about yogic breath or fasting or being the observer. So once you're aware of that, you can apply that in your toolbox. So let's go and meditate a bit deeper. Let's take it to the next level. So first, let's wriggle the body if you wish. Shake it out. We're going to just shrug the shoulders. Inhale up, exhale down. This is significant. And I do this a lot because it's linked to your breathing capacity, and it's where we store most of our stress. So inhale up and exhale down. And also alternately, inhale the right, exhale the right. Inhale the left, exhale the left. Do a few more of those. Get a little bit dynamic because we're going to go deeper after this. And also know that when we are releasing and feeling the body, we are coming into the now, into this precious now, which is all that is real. All that is real. The future hasn't happened. The past hasn't got anything right now. And just be here. It's a very powerful thing to realize. And I know many people teach this. Be here now. Include everything. Welcome everything. Notice how everything is okay right now. Even if you're feeling an itch or a scratch or a thought. Inherently, you are breathing, you are alive, you are a creative expression of life with infinite potential at each and every step of the way. So let's work the neck gently, just briefly. Inhale left, exhale right. Eyes are closed, jaw relaxed. The neck is tall. You're honoring how you're feeling. You're not rushing anything. You're feeling it and honoring what is right. You should never be feeling anything that you don't enjoy in terms of physical. You should be feeling alignment, flow, ease, grace, connection. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Working your thyroid and parathyroid, which are major hormonal regulators, and hormones affect our emotional state and our overall health massively. Coming to a center. Now recenter yourself, move the shoulders. There might be a new awareness. Shrug the shoulders, move them. And let's do a really important breath at the chest. Let's forget the belly for now. I want you to just feel that you can really expand the chest at the front and at the back. We're going to use arms for that if you can. If you're not comfortable to use your arms, then you don't need to do that, okay? So we're going to have the fingers in front, thumbs behind. We're just going to inhale up. Exhale the elbows to the rib cage. That's right. Inhaling up. We're just opening up further. Wrists can touch behind the neck if comfortable. Exhale elbows to the rib cage. Inhale up. We're just doing a few. It's nothing big. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Two more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Beautiful. Inhale up all through the nose. Exhale down. Release your hands. Adjust. Now we're ready. Feel free to shake out your legs at any time. If you're sitting in a chair, have your feet flat, comfortable, parallel with each other. Let your palms be soft now. Let your hands rest. Those tensions in the fingers and in the wrists and in the body signify problems and will stop you from feeling free to meditate deeply. So soft fingers, receptive to the blessings, jaw relaxed, chin slightly tucked in to your comfort zone, right? You're honoring yourself. I'm just a guide. You trust yourself and do what you need. You could be doing this lying down or in a chair, on a couch, on your bed, on the floor, wherever, or in the car. Let's inhale slowly. The belly expands like velvet. Imagine you're drawing it up like velvet. Have a vision of a color that you're drawing up, perhaps a soft, meditative, lilac-y blue, or whatever suits you. Exhaling, letting this become soft and velvet. Imagining that previous example we did last week, like an elevator, that was very powerful for a lot of people. Inhaling up, a beautiful smooth elevator that is moving from the earthly into the higher dimensions. Pausing briefly, integrating, exhaling like velvet, back down again, slowly. Visualizing the color that suits you. If you don't have a color, choose a golden bright yellow, a joyful color that really makes you feel good and connect with it. And feel that you are so smooth and that your breath is getting more and more smooth. We're going to do a bit of a circular breath just for a few moments where we're just going to not have a gap, but we're going to inhale up really smoothly. And then immediately we're going to exhale down, which helps us to become united with ourselves. It's more of a self-union type of breathing. And we're not doing a lot of that. Inhaling up, it can take you into like a rebirthing state. And we don't want to elicit that now, because you want to do that with a practitioner that's with you and, where someone knows what's going on. And so just a gentle experience of the inhale up being soft and velvet, like exhaling down, making that little circular pattern. And just another one in and another one out. That's right. Let the shoulders roll back, let your fingers be soft. And let go of that breath now. We're going to observe the breath. So as your lips are soft, you're gazing at the point between your eyebrows. Allow the breath to be really whatever it wants to be and observe it. Observe the breath flowing in and observe firstly at the tip of your nose now, the sensation of the breath. Perhaps that the temperature is a little bit cooler on the way in and a little bit moister, warmer on the way out. Feeling the blessings of the structures of your nose and your lungs. Meeting whatever arises, focusing at the tip of the nose. That's right. Watching that breath, allowing it to do what it does, centering within. We're going to tune into something very beautiful as we breathe this way and let the body do what it needs to do. If you wish to make the breath longer and deeper, you can. It is up to your intuition, or if you want to just observe how it is naturally, you can. The main part is that we're going to now anchor this breath with our sense of trust and peace, which is always within. Because you have all experienced peace and trust before, right? You have. So we're going to firstly notice that as you exhale, you trust that the inhale is coming again, don't you? We all assume it. So when the inhale comes, observe the gift of that inhale. Wow, here it is all by itself. And then you trust that when you exhale that's okay. The inhale will come again. So notice that. Yes, I do. And notice that there are many things in life that you naturally trust. You are trusting that when you go to a restaurant pretty much, or have a takeaway, an Uber, that the food is safe and clean, don't you? You don't go and send it to a lab and get it investigated. So there's this natural trust that life is okay. There is a peace in you that you assume when you order the soup and you eat it. When you eat whatever you eat, you assume that you wake up in the morning 90% of the time, or 95 or 99 or 100. So we're going to feel that this sense of being taken care of, this sense of automatic trust, is something we can really expand and choose from within. You within you, me within me, everyone inside, because that is the only place at home where you feel safe and secure. It's actually the only place you can predict, control, where you connect to the inner divinity. It's where you are safe, it's where you have peace. And this is the part that also moves on when and if we do leave the body and this experience. And anchoring into that creates a huge well of joy, expansion, peace, and ease. So now, as you inhale and exhale, or let the breath happen, acknowledge to yourself your capacity of this trust, that you're taken care of, and the peace that comes from this. And I want you to now remember a time, that could have been this morning, yesterday, a month ago, when you watched a movie, when you were a kiddie. I want you to think of one event where you felt completely at peace. And you don't need to choose a special one, which is, extraordinary. Anytime when you felt complete peace. It could be when you were waiting at a traffic light. It could be when you were in your garden. It could be when you were about to go to sleep, or when you woke up in a meditative state. It could be when you fell in love, or when you, saw a kitten and you were happy, but there was also a sense of peace. Whatever that is, when you're watching a flower, when you are watching a concert with classical music, or when you are in silence, when you are imagining snow-capped mountains with the glistening sun, and the most majestic scenery. I want you to tap into one of those that suits you the best today. And if you don't have one, I invite you to journal and find out one of those kinds of visions and experiences to anchor into. Yes? So afterwards, maybe listen to this again, write down places, remembrances, or visions that give you a deep sense of peace, so that you can use those to anchor into, just like you would use a green smoothie, or a beautiful book, or a fabulous friend, in a sense, to tune into to something that nurtures you and nourishes you, except you're doing it within. You're doing it you on your own, which is so powerful. So tune into this feeling of peace now from that vision or experience right now. And I want you to feel what you feel and breathe how you breathe, and really go back into that remembrance and vision. Really be in it and behave as if you're in it, seeing what you see, feeling what you feel, breathing how you breathe. That's right. Let yourself go there. And I want you to now, as you go further and deeper, let that feeling amplify. Choose to increment the dial. Choose to make it more. The peace is dwelling in every cell of your body. Wow, you are tapping into a state that is yours. It's your birthright, and it is a total choice that you can have at any time. No matter what goes on around you, it's there, like your breath. So now I want you to feel where you feel this the most in your body. That's right. Where is it the strongest? Is it in your heart? Is it in your chest? Is it in your tummy? Is it all around you? Wherever it is, I want you to feel that you can connect to that area. Focus on it. Feel that feeling. And now, if it had a color, what color would it have if you were not already aware of it? Feel that color. Notice what that color is and breathe it all over your body, every cell, every muscle, every part of your energetic field. Spread it all around. That's right. That peace is who you are now. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Own it. No matter what goes on, no matter if someone's knocking at your door, no matter if there's a nagging thought, no matter if someone is trying to disturb you, no matter what, anchor like a warrior, like a choice, like the really empowered human that you can choose to be right now. Focus on that peace no matter what. Make it stronger, make it brighter. Breathe it in, soften the body, welcoming it to swell through everything that you are, your face, your head, your neck, your shoulders, your hands, your belly, your chest, your spine, your buttocks, your feet, your knees, your calves, your shins, your feet. You are an embodiment of this peace right now. Choose that embodiment that you are. This is a choice. You can do this anytime. Remember who you are. Remember, you are infinite potential. You can be peace anytime. Feel that you can remember this experience, this color, this memory, and that you can, like an artist that you all are, create this and amplify it, build on it, and have more visions even that go with this. New ones, journal them down. Wow, there's the memory of when I went to Italy and I was riding my bike. Wow, there's the memory of when I saw my precious, amazing, peaceful newborn child, so sacred. Wow, there's the memory when I took that swim in the ocean and it felt like heaven. Wow, there's the memory when I was just walking in a forest and the leaves and were just falling down in autumn. Wow, there's this memory of this incredible time when I meditated and time stood still. Write them down. Wow, there is this vision I saw in a movie which was so euphoric and it resonated with me. Wow, there was this time I was in an art gallery and I saw the most touching art and it made my soul dance in love and light and awareness. Write these down and create them like a collage around you, like a journal, and choose that in your day to tap into. If you're going through your day, having lunch, you're having dinner, you're having moments, make that a book next to your bed to choose if you're waking up at night, to wake up to go to sleep to, becoming your own master and choosing peace and trust, and then being able to take action from that in your world, and at the same time magnetizing this, embodying it so others can tune into it in their own way, and also allowing the world to shift, because this choice creates the new earth. This choice of being in the now, opening the heart, breathing slowly. Even while I'm talking, keep that breath of slow breathing going, the connection of your heart. Your shoulders are soft, relaxation is flowing through your arms into your fingers. Know that you are amazing, that you are whole and complete. And the only reason you doubt that is because some seeds of thoughts were planted in your consciousness, and they're also carried on from other generations that we genetically have carried on and embodied. You can release those by meditating more, by having sessions that can help you release them. I certainly offer those passionately. They are powerful and we deserve to be free. Choose your life, choose what you spend your energy on, choose what you spend your money on, choose what you spend your inner dimension on, what you focus on, what you listen to, and start to get more and more selective. You are allowing it all, but you are choosing the river of life, which is yours. So I hope that you enjoyed that contemplation, the breath work, and the keys, how you can choose peace and feel all that while there is uncertainty, which has always been. We have never felt inherently secure. It's been an illusion. There's always been change. There's always been corruption. There's always been many, many, many infinite things that we were unaware of, and that's okay. But in this field and playground of infinite potential, we are waking up to being our own masters and coming from love, and also exposing what no longer suits us and helping others to see the illusions and delusion if they're ready. I stand for this. I sit for this. And please comment if you've got thoughts about this. Like the video if you can, because we want to spread this so that people tap into this meditative practice. This will benefit you. This will help you to enable you to run that organic shop, to choose organic produce and not to choose the big companies that are spraying everything, to choose your right to educate your children how you want to choose to question what's really going on. And the more you comment and like, the more you are part of this movement, because this is how, unfortunately, social media works. This is how we get noticed. It's by actually clicking that button, subscribing that thing, making a comment, engaging. And as much as I wish I didn't have to say it, we need that. I need your support in that to help me be able to share this even more, so everyone can really be peaceful. Everyone can wake up. Everyone can know that the peace is here and now. No one can give that to you. It's your choice, your right, and it's within you now, right now. Breathe that in. Hold that vision. Even if you're feeling like there's no peace and no calm, you go, oh no, I had it once, I had it twice, I can have it anytime. Because if you can have it once, you can have it again. You can. And this is why people have woken up under the most traumatizing situations. And there is, gold in this. There is gold in it, because your cells vibrate with this. And as your chakra system aligns to this and your consciousness expands, miracles perform. Miracles of healing, miracles of inspiring ideas, miracles of people coming together, creating a consciousness and a butterfly effect, or a domino effect. And that's been studied. That's science. That's quantum physics. That's consciousness research. That's psychology. So sending prayers out now. Let's do this as a collective. Let's see ourselves wrapped in bright light, which is super powerful, and it's cocooning our chakra centers. It's allowing our heart center, which is beautiful and bright and green and pink, and letting our heart energy radiate, guiding the way. We are stronger when the heart is open. We are stronger when we breathe deep. Feel yourself in this embodiment with beautiful purple edged light of protection and radiance around you, only letting love in, only letting love out. This is an intent. As you step into life, you can choose every day fresh and keep going with that. And also, let's imagine the earth connected in soothing, golden, shining, sparkling, healing, loving light. And that anything that is not love is bubbling up, being seen, and dissolving into neutrality. That love and light is taking over, wisdom, collective goodness, honoring the earth. They are going to be disease resistant, and you are going to get nutrition that is incredibly powerful, so you can have a high vibrational existence as well. And the animals are safe and free and loved, and people are collaborating, creating ecologically sustainable communities. We do not need these overarching control systems that are actually making us scared, making us feel like we're helpless, not reminding us of our powerful immune system that's more integrous and ingenious than any book. I'm an immunologist. I've studied this. We are barely touching the tip of what immunological structures are inside us and how they function. We don't even understand consciousness. We don't even understand the placebo effect, why people heal through belief. But we know we do, thank God. So remember those things. Be hopeful in the way that you realize it's not just even hope. It's beyond hope. It's you are it. You are it. You really, really are. Your body mechanism is profound. Your consciousness can expand and be even more profound. And believe me, it starts with the breath. Shallow, erratic breath will only cause problems. Allow yourself to practice deep, slow breaths, and let me know if you want a daily practice. I'm going to start that up because I've been guided to do it. And then let's make this even more powerful, because I can tell you right now from experience and reading and yogic knowledge and my own knowledge and seeing students and people, that the more you do this, the more you enter a reality that is beyond this most beautiful imagination even. You will go even further. And even though it may seem that, wow, are you for real? Is this true? You will realize it for yourself. You don't need proof. You don't need me to say it. You will feel so amazing in that space, and you will realize, wow, what took me so long? This is the most incredible gift I'm giving to myself. And it's a total transformation of all that is. And in that place, we don't need to struggle with thoughts. We don't need to analyze thoughts. We vibrate differently. We vibrate with a different level of thinking. So the whole idea of affirmations and all these other things, or healings, we are going beyond that. We are going beyond it because we are embodying ourselves, who we really are and have always been. There's been a big forgetting, and that forgetting is changing. We are waking up, and thank God this is happening. And it is a bit of a rough ride for some, and that's okay. I'm not saying it's fun, but if it is a challenge, then know that you're going to take quantum leaps out of that, and that you are going to have these big accelerated shifts. Talk to me, chat, let me know how I can help you. It is all temporary. You will move through this stuff. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate seeing everybody. I do see that there are people there, and I appreciate that. And my whole heart and soul is in it. And yeah, I would love you to let me know how you're feeling. And if you, some people said they want shorter meditations, some people said longer. I will offer a variety. So honor your body, get some sunlight, breathe deep, drink fresh, clean water, and get good sleep. The miracles will only unfold through that. Let me know how you enjoyed it, if it helped you, and if it did, like and share so we can keep going. My intention is the highest good for all, pure light with ease and flow and grace right now. Feel yourself drawing that in, connecting to it even more. That's right. And when you're ready, you can either open the eyes, stretch the body, and or stay there. Have a beautiful day. I'm also doing another one tomorrow, by the way, Easter Sunday. I have decided that, so I'll be live again tomorrow. Come and join us. Each meditation will be different. There will be some patterns that are the same because they're the foundation, and we want to have them really, really stable so we can go higher up. And our number one rule really is honor yourself. Honor what feels right by you, because our paths are similar, but they're not the same. Honor what's right for you. You might need to meditate more or less, or go into nature more. Listen to your intuition. That is so key. So lovely to see you. I see there's a comment or two. I'm going to read it in a moment. I can't quite read. I see a this, and I see a flower. And so thank you, and keep shining brightly. Let nothing stop that. Nothing. Anyone or anything that wants to stop your light is not good for you, and is not honoring you, and they don't deserve that, and you don't deserve the suffering. Put a stop to that. Shine your light. Maybe tell people, I'm going to change. I'm going to honor my light on a deeper level. Pre-frame it. Let them know that this is a great thing, and that you're going to love people even more, and not to be afraid that you might have more boundaries, that you might make new choices and say yes to certain things more and no to certain other things more. Really, that's great. Lead by example. Okay. All right. Thank you.